Charismatic theory of leadership. Charisma has been associated with leadership for centuries, and defined as a divinely conferred power or talent. It was first formalized as a leadership theory by House in 1976, following the work of Weber, an early sociologist, in the 1940s. During the first decade of 2000s, the trait approach of leadership gained new interest. Charismatic leadership came to the forefront of public attention during 2008 United States elections, when Barack Obama was elected as the first African American president. He is believed to be charismatic, among many other leadership attributes he demonstrates. Charismatic theory of leadership. Charismatic leadership is a trait-based leadership theory, where the leaders act as visionary, driven by their convictions, motivate their followers to work towards common vision, using their charm and persuasiveness. These charismatic leaders act as role models, and exhibit extraordinary characteristics that inspire devotion and motivation in followers to persuade change. Leaders are able to cultivate a profound sense of trust with the group of followers. Max Weber defined the term charisma as: charisma is applied to a certain quality of an individual personality, by virtue of which he is set apart from ordinary men, and treated as endowed with supernatural, superhuman, exceptional powers or qualities. Characteristics of charismatic leadership. Charismatic leaders have a special charm and glow. They have a natural charisma that draws people to them. Charismatic leader is good at recognizing the emotions and moods of others. They effortlessly work with people and make everyone feel important and valued. Charismatic leaders consistently possess traits of self-monitoring. They constantly engage in impression and perception management. They are motivated individuals who pursue attaining social power. They have strong motivation to attain self-actualization. They are good in motivating others and use the right word or action to uplift team spirit. They use these gifts to maintain power and control over the group. Five charismatic types. Dubrin classified charismatic leaders into 5 types, viz. socialized, personalized, office holder, personal, and divine charismatic. First is socialized charismatics. A socialized charismatic is a leader who uses power only for the benefit of others, rather than using it for private gains. Socialized charismatic leadership is a type of leadership characterized by a leader's altruistic intent, and helping others internalizes his or her values. Socialized charismatic leaders are thought to play an ethical leadership role. The socialized charismatic formulates and pursues goals that fulfill the needs of group members, and provide intellectual stimulation to them. Followers of socialized charismatics are autonomous, empowered, and responsible. Second is personalized charismatics. Personalized charismatics are leaders who use the powers to a certain extent for personal gains, to serve their own interests. The personalized charismatic leaders have vested interest agenda, characterized by high authoritarianism, high narcissism, self-aggrandizing, and non-egalitarian. Such leaders impose self-serving goals, and they offer support to group members, only when it facilitates their own goals. They are exploitative leaders, who wish to accumulate power by imposing self-serving goals. Followers of this type of leader are typically obedient, submissive, and dependent. Third type is office holder charismatics. For this type of leader, charismatic leadership is more about the office occupied by him rather than his personal characteristics. By being a holder of a key position, the leaders attain high status. Leaders in a large bureaucratic organization can use their authority and the power associated with the position. Most managers, we find in organizations, lack charisma. They are bland personalities, the person you never remember, who has nothing of interest to focus on. They are the people we forget since they can never get anyone excited about what they are doing. Fourth is personal charismatics. A leader with this quality often gains very high esteem through the extent to which others have faith in them as people. Personal charisma is when someone has very high amounts of sophisticated social and emotional skills. Irrespective of the high or low status held by this leader, the personal charismatics are able to influence the followers through their right traits, behaviors, and characteristics. The last one is, divine charismatics. A historically important type of charismatic leader is that of the divine charismatic. Middle English also adopted the word as charism, to refer to gifts of healing and teaching. Such leaders tend to have divine grace, and they are considered as magnetic savior, who would arise to lead people through a crisis. The divine charismatic leaders are the ones where people think that they are God sent. In this slide we have given some examples of leaders known in the history for their charisma. Napoleon Bonaparte, regarded as one of the greatest military commanders in history. Winston Churchill, widely considered one of the 20th century's most significant figures. Mahatma Gandhi, after gaining freedom for India, inspired movements for civil rights and freedom across the world. Nelson Mandela, South African anti-apartheid revolutionary, political leader and philanthropist. Adolf Hitler, German politician and leader of the Nazi Party, remembered for using his charisma to initiate World War II. All product names, logos, and brands are property of their respective owners. All company, product and service names used in this course are for identification purposes only. Use of these names, logos, and brands does not imply endorsement. Course uses royalty-free stock images and music. Thank you for watching or downloading our training material. If you need copies of this material for corporate training or commercial use, please contact info@technofunk.com for further details. To watch our free videos, visit us at www.youtube.com/technofunk.